If you have not seen A Nightmare on Elm Street 2, Freddy's Revenge, I must insist that you stop this video right now. You go and you watch it. Watch it in its entirety. Then, come back and watch this review. If you are to watch this review without watching Nightmare on Elm Street 2, Freddy's Revenge, well, you may not understand everything that I address. And there are big spoilers. This is a spoiler warning. Hello, creeps and pervs. I want to take you back to 1985 for a moment. 1985 was a pretty good year. Ronald Reagan was president. A little company known as Microsoft had just released a little program. You may have heard of it. It was called Windows. Movies that were coming out that year: Rambo, First Blood Part 2, Back to the Future. Madonna's Crazy for You is top of the Billboard charts. Unfortunately, creeps and pervs, there was some bad that came out of 1985 as well. Like New Coke. Yep, New Coke. April of 1985 was released and pulled from the shelves 6 months later. Also, that's really it. New Coke. That was the worst thing to come out of 1985. Oh, but I cannot forget this little gem. A Nightmare on Elm Street 2, Freddy's Revenge. Released just 1 year after Wes Craven's classic A Nightmare on Elm Street. Can you say we rushed it a bit? Let's see what this little motion picture is about. 5 years have passed since Freddy Krueger was sent howling back to hell. A new kid on Elm Street is being haunted every night by gruesome visions of a deadly dream stalker. And if his twisted soul takes possession of the boy's body... What? Let me read that again. A new kid on Elm Street is being haunted every night by gruesome visions of a deadly dream stalker. And if his twisted soul takes possession of the boy's body, Freddy will return from the dead to wreak bloody murder and mayhem upon an entire town? Huh. Seems a little different from the original. Really, just dive into this mess of a movie. Now, there are two different ways of looking at this film. First one, you can look at the classic Nightmare on Elm Street, and then watch Nightmare on Elm Street 2, Freddy's Revenge. This movie's stupid. I didn't like it. It made me mad. It made me real mad. It's boring. Boring movie. Nothing's going on. That this movie broke new ground. Remember, it's 1985. AIDS had just pretty much been discovered. Homosexuality was still very taboo. What the hell are you talking about? You're so stupid. So you could say that this movie challenged the cultural belief system of the time. I mean, here we have a movie of a young male discovering his homosexuality. And anybody that tries to tell me that that is not what's going on in this movie, yeah, right, prove it. I don't know about this homosexual thing you're saying. It's blatantly obvious. I mean, Freddy keeps coming to him in his dreams. He's enticed by Freddy, to the point where Freddy's able to enter his body and take over. There's just this kid screaming all the time, meh, meh, screaming, standing up in his whitey tighties, with the camera zooming in on his junk in these whitey tighties. First 30 minutes of the movie is just sweaty yelling kid in junk shots. I don't need to see his junk. I don't need to be so close up to his junk that I can see the little pee stain on his whitey tighties. That made me mad. I don't need to see that. Unnecessary. What the hell is this movie about? What's going on? Let's look at the victims in Nightmare on Elm Street 2. We have the coach. The coach is into some really kinky stuff. I mean, come on, let's be honest. But could Jesse have maybe been attracted to the coach in some way? And those feelings of attraction bothered him so much that was able to give Freddy the power, you know? So he kills the coach to try to repress those feelings that he's having. Only thing good about it was that gym coach. He liked Adidas. Yeah, Adidas and leather, like a real man. Through the whole movie, there's Lisa, who's the love interest. You can tell Jesse doesn't care about her whatsoever. I mean, he's trying. He's like, I know I need to fit this mold. So he's trying. But really, he's looking at the gym coach. So Jesse's getting with her. Getting it on. Then the tongue thing happens. And trust me, Jesse, you could have used that tongue to your advantage. She would have loved it. Yeah, you would have made her go to the... she would have done some kinky shit to you. And he needs to go lay a yard of dick on that Lisa. Oh yeah. Ooh. If I didn't have my stupid wife and I had Lisa, I'd be, Lisa, if you're out there, I'm in Heifer County. Don't worry about my stupid wife. I can sneak out. I can go fishing. Give me a call. Anyway, that Jesse should have been... Yeah. Because you knew you weren't attracted to her. You're like, I just can't get into it. So where do you go? You go over to your buddy Grady's house. So instead of sleeping with Lisa, he wants to sleep with Grady. He wants Grady to watch over him. And then those feelings of sexual tension, I think, come back up. And then, well, Freddy's got to kill Grady so that it can squash down those feelings he's having. That's pretty much what I got from the movie.
What the fuck you doing in my room?
Listen, I'm in trouble. I need you to let me stay here tonight.
Are you out of your mind?
It's starting to happen again. It started to happen again. I'm in trouble.
You've had some scary dreams, okay?
So what are we left with? We're left with a Nightmare on Elm Street story that is really, really just social commentary fighting back against the culture of the time and doing a coming-of-age story about a homosexual man trying to come to grips with his homosexual feelings, where homosexuality is villainized as being wrong and bad. If you're having homosexual feelings or anything, that's horrible. You should repress that. You should fight it. You should fight it, Jesse. Fight it.
Him. You are not afraid of him. He doesn't even exist. He is evil itself. I know now that I brought him into my world. We all did. Gave him all the energy he needed. Our screams were all he needed.
Oh God, he's coming back! Get out of here, Lisa!
Jesse, fight him!
I can't!
Jesse.
He can't fight me. I'm here.
Touch me all night long. Make me love it.
You got the gym coach getting spanked with towels, whipped in the ass with towels. I know when we're in the locker room, we like to whip each other in the ass with towels. It's funny. That gym coach is the only real man in this whole movie. That Jesse kid, he ain't no man.
Daddy can't help you now.
Punch Freddy right in the face. Freddy gets up in his face and all that. You punch him. You punch Freddy in the face. And then you knee him. Then you punch him again. Take that stupid little glove of his, shove it right up his ass. That's what I do. Freddy don't come around here because I'll shove that glove up his ass. That's what Jesse should have done. Instead of running around in his whitey tighties, dancing around, popping things, whatever he's doing.
Touch me all night long. Make me love it.
Throughout all the films, between the protagonist and Freddy, is always a bit of sexual tension. There's always that, Freddy's trying to be all kind of like, there's that balance of sexual tension and fear, and it's there.
Come to Freddy.
I'm here to help you.
Help yourself, fucker.
In this film, we have Jesse, the only male protagonist, or final girl, in a Nightmare on Elm Street movie. I do call him a final girl because he is very femme. I mean, I think he has the best scream out of all of the final girls in the Nightmare on Elm Street series. I mean, come on, his scream is great. His scream rivals Jamie Lee Curtis's scream in Halloween. I mean, that boy's got some lungs. Let me tell you. Ooh, he's got some lungs. Anyway, that's beside the point. We don't need to talk about his lungs. So in this movie, Freddy is very homosexual himself.
We got special work to do here, you and me. You've got the body. I've got the brain.
Lisa. At least I liked her. She could have had some more film time. Yeah. Wish the movie had just been about Lisa. I don't need no homosexuals in my horror movies. Don't need them in my horror movies. Whatever happened to them homosexuals? Used to be, back in the day, all they wanted to do was prey on us straight guys. Couldn't go anywhere without homosexuals trying to rape us, have their way with us. That's all they wanted to do was have sex with us. Not no more. No, now these homosexuals all take care of their bodies. All looking like models and shit. All putting me down. They don't want me. My asshole ain't good enough for them. That ain't right. That makes me mad. So in this one, since his protagonist is male, there's still that sexual tension between them. Me look bad. All caring about their body. They need to just drink beer, watch football, get fat like the rest of us. I don't need to be competing with that. Women looking at them, being all like, why don't you? Because I'm not homosexual. I don't care about my body. I'm sexy, I know it. I know I'm sexy. Even my dumbass wife knows I'm sexy. She can't get enough of me. That's right. I'm not intimidated by them, no siree. And in the end, with the help of Lisa, Jesse is able to fight back against his homosexuality, destroying the monster and returning back to himself and being with Lisa. Don't even get me started on the bird exploding.
Jesse, get out
Don't just explode for no reason. I bet that Jesse used a goddamn firecracker. You know what he did? He took a goddamn firecracker, shoved it up that bird's ass. That Jesse, he needs a methadone clinic. I don't like Jesse. Jesse makes me mad. So in closing, creeps and pervs, what would be my final verdict on this film? Elm Street 1 was fantastic. It was a solid horror film. Creepy, dark, suspenseful. If I was walking in Nightmare on Elm Street 2, I'd have been horribly upset and disappointed, which the fans were. And looking back on it now, all these years later, and maybe we can say, the subplot and the coming-of-age story makes it unique, which it does. Nightmare on Elm Street 2 is definitely a standout film. It really does stand out. But I can't say it's good. But I can't say it's horrible either. It's definitely not the worst. But I don't like where they went with Freddy Krueger. I don't like the real world, dream world thing. Just because of how confusing it is. I never really know what's going on. Are they in a dream? Are they not in a dream? Are they seeing Freddy, not seeing Freddy? Maybe you guys can help me out. So have you seen Nightmare on Elm Street 2? If so, what did you think about it? Please let me know in the comment section below. If you liked this video, please hit the like button. And if you're intelligent, you'll subscribe, because I've already stated that anyone that subscribes to my channel is more intelligent than anybody out there that hasn't subscribed. So it's a no-brainer, really. Subscribe if you're intelligent. If you're not, then you probably can't find the subscribe button. Make me mad. This movie makes me mad. You make me mad. What happened to that ugly bastard that kept knocking you in the head? What'd you do with him? I liked him more than you. Where is he? I demand to know, what'd you do with that ugly bastard? Oh, you make me mad. Next time, Creeps and Pervs, we're going to look at Nightmare on Elm Street 3, The Dream Warriors, which happens to be a fan favorite. A lot of fans say it's the best one. It's the return of Nancy Thompson, Heather Langenkamp. So it should be interesting. So be sure to check that out. It'll be coming soon. And of course, keep it creepy.